The hypocrisy of American power. A global tyrant in the guise of democracy. For decades, the United States has portrayed itself as the champion of democracy and freedom. Yet, its actions tell a very different story, one of blatant hypocrisy, imperial arrogance, and ruthless domination. The ongoing tension with Iran exemplifies this brutal reality, exposing the true nature of American foreign policy. Bullying weaker nations through threats, sanctions, and outright military aggression. Bombing a country without just cause, showing force on its own soil, and warning behave or be destroyed is not diplomacy. It is tyranny. It is a dangerous message that might makes right, backed by nuclear weapons and overwhelming military power. This is the behavior of a bully, not a leader of the free world. The United States demands obedience and submission, threatening total annihilation if its will is not followed. This approach dismisses any possibility of dialogue, negotiation, or mutual respect. Instead, it imposes a brutal hierarchy where the strongest dominate the weakest with impunity, disregarding international law and human rights. The silence of the global community in the face of such aggression is shameful. When anyone dares to criticize the U.S. or its closest ally Israel, who themselves carry out genocidal policies against Palestinians and wage wars against their neighbors without evidence or justification, they are met with hostility, censorship, and propaganda. The world is coerced into silence as American power broadcasts misinformation and manipulates truth. The tragic bloodshed in Palestine and the wider Middle East is not an accident. It is a consequence of decades of unchecked American and Israeli militarism. Innocent men, women, and children are paying the highest price for a conflict fueled by occupation, expansionism, and a complete disregard for human dignity. Across multiple administrations, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, the United States has consistently stood on the wrong side of history. Instead of fostering peace, it has enabled endless cycles of violence and oppression. The so-called democracy America exports is nothing but dictatorship by another name, disguised as liberation but practiced as control. It is time for the world to see America for what it truly is. A global aggressor, a pirate state, and a tyrant cloaked in the language of democracy. Real democracy is not enforced by bombs or threats. It is built on dialogue, justice, and respect for sovereignty. The era of American impunity must end. The world deserves honest leadership, not the tyranny of power that kills innocence and silences dissent. Only then can true peace and democracy have a chance to thrive.